peeps, and welcome to the March channel update. So we are playing a game here called Tyto Ecology, which I actually got from the developer. They sent me a Steam key so I could go ahead and play it on the channel. I'm not sure if it quite fits as something that could be a full series, but if you guys enjoy the gameplay that I'm showing you here and want to see it as a full series, I am certainly willing to find space for it, and I enjoyed playing it so much that I may even do that even if you guys don't tell me to. But if you tell me to, I definitely will find space for it. So anyways, enjoy the gameplay in the background. I'm not probably going to talk about it too much. I just wanted something to talk to you guys over. Because as you know, I don't like having my face on camera and didn't want to have to set up a video camera and record myself. So I'll do those types of channel updates occasionally, but at this point in time, I just wanted to be able to feature this game because I think it's really fun. So to jump into the channel update, I have some exciting personal news that I want to share with you, but I'm going to save that to the end. First, I want to talk about the future of the channel and what's going on with it right now. You guys might have noticed that I am playing a ton of games on the channel right now, far more than I normally play. I think I have 9 or 10 games. I'm introducing 1, 2, 3 more games this week, this coming week. One of them is starting today. I'm going to go ahead and start playing Darkest Dungeon on the channel again. I tried to do a series of it when I first started the channel. Didn't have time to do that many different games and wasn't as accustomed to the workflow of recording a game at that point. And I really want to play it on the channel. It's another roguelike that we can play on the channel, and I want to feature more roguelikes on the channel. So that is going to be coming today if I get time to record it. I'm a little bit behind on my recording because I've had some technical difficulties recording this video. Actually, it was more like user difficulties. I forgot to change some settings, and I'm trying out a new way to record this entirely in Premiere. Record the voiceover part in Premiere, and so that's been a little bit of a learning curve. So yeah, I'm playing a large variety of games. Part of the reason I'm doing that is because after taking about 4 months off, I got a bunch of games that I had planned on doing that I wanted to do. Got some other games come up that I thought would be really good for the channel, and I'm just really enjoying a large number of games. So it's kind of my way of getting the channel back up to where it was. We're hitting it really, really hard right now, but we probably will. I'm probably going to drop back down to my normal, probably do about 4 games on the channel at a time, give or take, plus the live stream game, whatever game I do on live stream. So it'll be about 4 or 5 games total. That might change. I might do a game that I do every day of the week, or do 4 days a week, and that'll cut back and maybe I don't do an extra game. But for now, some of these games are going to be shorter series anyways. Monster Loves You is probably going to be a shorter series. Faster Than Light is probably going to be a shorter series. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing Subnautica is going to be a bit of a longer series. The Long Dark, since the stream, it's a little bit different. I'm hoping to only do that stream for about 2 months. I think doing it any longer than that, I should be switching up the game on the live stream. Or I might do like every other week sort of thing. Sproggywood, I'm really not sure how long, but I don't expect it to go on too long. So that's an idea. As those games kind of fall off, I may not replace them. I may just up the number of days I do another game, or I might have a few weeks where I don't have as many games. You also might notice something that I'm doing with the type of games. So what I'm planning on doing is I always want to feature at least 1 survival game and one roguelike if I can. And I apologize if my voice is a little tired and if I'm pausing a lot to catch my breath. It's because I already recorded this once and had a failure on my part on that. So if I'm not sounding super awesome, that's part of the reason. I might pause and take a drink a little bit as well, and you know me, I'm too lazy to edit that out. So anyways, right now we have 2 survival games. We have Subnautica and The Long Dark. And I actually have 3 roguelikes at the moment because we have Sproggywood, which is kind of a roguelite, Faster Than Light, which is a hardcore rogue, and Darkest Dungeon is coming up, which is a little bit different. So we have 3 roguelikes going on the channel right now, and 2 survival games. I have another one coming up that's kind of, well, I guess Crashlands could technically be considered a survival game. I don't know that it really falls into that genre quite enough. Oh, Ollie says hi, guys. Stop, Ollie. Ollie, stop it. He's probably hearing the laundry machine. And by laundry machine, I mean washing machine. Ollie, stop it. Okay, I'm probably not going to edit that out, I'm being honest. Because I'm already behind and I just need to hurry up and get this done. So, anyways, that's what I'm trying to do. That'll give us, keep us in the core of the channel, which is our survival and roguelike games. But it'll also allow me to branch out on those one or two other games and explore other genres that we might not normally have played on the channel. For instance, Monster Loves You. We're doing something very different with that. I don't know if I'm going to play a lot of games like that on the channel in the future, but I'm enjoying that one. I know that you guys aren't as many, not as many of you guys are watching that, which is fine because it's going to be a shorter series anyways. But it's a cool little series together out there, and you never know, it might introduce some new people to the channel who might like the other games that we play. The other thing that I wanted to address is the age of the games on the channel. Now, I'm playing quite a few games that are quite a bit older. I mean, The Long Dark, even though it's still in early access and still in development, I believe has been around for about 3 years, if I'm remembering correctly from when I first played it. Monster Loves You is a bit of an older game. Sproggy Wood, I believe, is a bit of an older game. Obviously, Darkest Dungeon coming out is older. Subnautica has been out for a while, even though, again, it's still in development. So, Faster Than Light is fairly old. So, all of these games are quite a bit older. Part of the reason I'm doing that, one, is there just hasn't been a ton of new games out that I'm really excited about playing. Although I do have a list of games coming up that I want to look into. Two, how I get my games is there's a couple different ways I do it. One, sometimes I will contact the developer and see if they have any Steam keys that they're willing to give to YouTubers. And sometimes that works. Sometimes some of these independent developers like to give it even to small channels like mine. Sometimes they do give them out to channels, but not necessarily smaller channels because they have a limited number of keys that they give out, which I totally understand. And sometimes they just aren't choosing to market their game that way. Again, I understand. I do appreciate the developers that do give me a shot and let me play their game and give me keys, because that means I get to play a larger variety of games on the channel, newer games on the channel. The other way that I get games is I am a big believer in the Humble Bundle. I use Humble Bundle a lot. I buy a lot of their bundles. I don't do the monthly subscription because I don't like not knowing what I'm getting for my money. So for instance, Subnautica, Sproggy Wood, Monster Loves You, all of those I got out of the same Humble Bundle. And Subnautica was one of the main reasons I bought the Humble Bundle, but Monster Loves You and Sproggy Wood came with it. I looked at them, thought that they were really interesting, and thought they would be fun to play on the channel, which is part of the reason that those ones are on. And the nice thing about Humble Bundles is I usually buy a bundle because I see one or two games in the bundle that I want and would otherwise buy, but I usually find one or two other games that I may have never looked at otherwise, but I did because they were included in the Humble Bundle. And that is a great way to do it, in my opinion, because for instance, Sproggy Wood is a perfect fit for the channel. It's a roguelite. I call it a roguelite, where it's not a hardcore roguelike, but it does have the roguelike elements to it. Not only that, it's actually based on Finland culture, which obviously goes back to the Unreal World roots of this channel. So, that's the advantage of getting them through Humble Bundle. Also, obviously, it saves me money and I'm getting a larger variety of games, even though sometimes I buy games off of Humble Bundle or whatever that I'm not necessarily planning on playing in the channel. I might get a game or two that I think would fit on the channel in a bundle. And then the third way is obviously I just buy it outright through Steam or whatever platform that the game is being sold on. Now, the problem with that is I do have a limited income. I'm not actually making any money from YouTube. I think I've made $4 in the year that I've done it, which is fine. I'm hoping in the future that it does at least make enough income to support the channel itself, even if I never make a living off of it. Obviously, if I could make a living off of it, that makes my life easier and makes it gives me an advantage there. But I do this for the enjoyment of it. I do it because I like hanging out with you guys. And I also do it because I want to represent what female gamers can be in the gaming community. I think that a lot of women are hesitant to identify as a gamer. I was hesitant to identify as a gamer probably up until the point that I started doing YouTube videos. And I remember even then talking to some people I played with Ark with, and they're like, said, well, you're a gamer girl. And I was like, am I? And I was like, oh yeah, no, I guess I am. So I'm trying to also, and that's one of the motivations behind the channel, is also be sort of a representative of not necessarily the flashing the boobs type of female gamer that's out there, but an actual woman who just really enjoys gaming, really likes the idea of gaming, really is interested in games, watches gaming news, gets competitive or not competitive. Sometimes I'm either way. That is what I want to kind of represent on my channel. Ironically, about 98% of my viewers are men. I'd like to get more women watching the channel, so if any of you viewers out there know some gaming women in your lives that you feel would enjoy my channel and would benefit from it, please invite them to come check it out. So back to what I was saying, I'm also not getting new games because it has to be a game that I really, really, really want to play on the channel and really feel is a good fit for me to be able to invest in it. If it's a game that I'm I think it'd be a good fit on the channel, but I'm not really sold on my enjoyment of it or how much I can get out of it for the channel, I have to weigh that against the price of the game, the cost of me investing in it, and especially with my current limited income. Which brings me to a very, very exciting personal update that I want to share with you. About 3 weeks ago, I started my own business. I say I started my own business. I really just started freelancing full-time. And what I'm doing digital marketing consultant and content management. I'm creating websites for local businesses, managing the content, ghostwriting blogs, managing social media. I've got a couple other secret projects going that could generate long-term passive income for me. It's going to be a huge time investment in the beginning, but it will be something that I can maintain over time. So that's what's going on there. It's completely blown up in the 3 weeks that I've been working. I've been connecting with businesses I knew from my past jobs here in town, and had way more businesses hire me right away than I expected. I have more business coming this spring, businesses that wanted to get out of tax season and back and into the busy season, which here the busy season is usually probably April through well, it's not Labor Day, Memorial Day weekend technically kicks off our season through probably Labor Day is in September, right? Yeah, that season. Then we got hunting season that extends it for some businesses here, like the restaurants and hotels get a little bit of that business and hunting season, and that spills over. But so anyways, I'm getting rabbit trail here, so I'm going to go back to what I'm saying. I am incredibly busy, but thankfully I am employed by myself, which means my schedule is somewhat flexible. I still have to keep somewhat regular hours to be available to my clients, but for the most part, if I have to work on YouTube in the middle of the day here and there, I can do that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I can always go as hard at YouTube as what I'm doing right now. So what this personal change means for the channel is that right now I'm actually doing most of my recording on the weekends. I spend Saturday and Sunday doing probably about 90% of the recording for the week and editing and exporting, and then I just do the upload and SEO and all that during the week. I'm going to try to get to the point where I'm pre-scheduling them throughout the week, so if I have a huge meeting come up or a project come up, I don't miss a day. Like, for instance, the Faster Than Light, or the Long Dark live stream, I had to export overnight because I ended up in meetings all day that I wasn't planning on having, and so that was the day late this week. That's going to happen here or there, so I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. Also, there's a chance that I will be going to work on a movie this summer. There's always also a chance that I will be out of state, away from home, for about 5 weeks this summer. So what I plan on doing is doing as much pre-recording for those times as I can, but that's likely going to mean that we will cut back on the channel and maybe only do 2 or 3 games or a few videos a week instead. So that is the plan. But if you do see kind of a drop in content, or we're not doing a video every day, so forth and so on, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I'm trying not to take any long breaks anymore. If I do have to take a long break, for instance, if I find that I just don't have time to pre-record content if I go work on the movie, because if I go work on the movie, I also have to pre-do all of my work for my professional business that's actually bringing income in. I will give you guys a heads up and I will let you know, and I'll try to do something where I do a little bit of recording on the weekends or whatever, or still live stream once on the weekend or something like that. But the channel is back. It's up and running. I'm super, super excited and glad to be back. I'm enjoying it. I have enjoyed talking with you guys again, interacting with you in the live stream. Also, quick reminder, don't forget, I live stream every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to come hang out with me then, that is when I'm doing that. I might start doing some random live streams during the week that I'm not going to necessarily announce ahead of time. It might just be something where I jump on, but I'm not going to do the long dark I will always do on Monday right now, or whatever game I'm doing on that regular stream. I'm never going to just jump and do a random stream on that. It'll probably be just a random game or maybe some Overwatch or whatever. Something where you don't have to miss anything. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Now it's your guys' turn to tell me what you want to see out of the channel. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you're liking what's going on, if you're not liking what's going on, if you... just whatever you want to tell me below. Tell me what's going on with your life. Tell me what's new in your life, what's good in your life, what's happening in your life, because I'm enjoying talking to you guys. I enjoy when you leave me comments. I enjoy when we talk about the games. So do that down below. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter, if you go follow my Twitter page, you can, there will be a link in the video description. I have a link in every video description of my Twitter account. That's where I announce new videos. Not as good about tweeting personal stuff lately, but I'm trying to get better about that. And I also let you guys know when I'm live streaming. So go ahead and follow me there. You could tweet me and I will reply, so forth and so on. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button below. Thanks. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe and go check out the rest of the games series that we're doing. And if you want to see Tyto Ecology played on the channel in a full series, let me know in the comments below as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.